Hello everybody, welcome back to Opening Up the Closet with Trippet. Remember, in opening up the closet, we seek to go back to our unconscious and to our minds and find out these things that we have probably kept there that affect how we reason, affect how we think, how we make decisions, how we relate to people. Most of these things are probably things we have gone through as adults. They're probably things that we experience just with people randomly, in the society. Some of them are things that probably are engraved in our minds since childhood, and they actually just manage, let me call it that, how we operate right now. So opening up the closet is where I encourage people to talk out and let us unearth all these issues so that we are able to find out where our stress levels come from. We are able to find out why our mind gets blocked and bogged at some point and we cannot be able even to achieve our hopes and dreams and purpose. And you will realize most times 20, 30, 40% chances are that some of these issues can actually propel us to achieving some of these dreams and goals. Not all of them are supposed to, pull us back, but only if you want to talk out so that somebody else can be able to guide you so that you see the other side and so that you can be able to live a free life. And all of this we are doing because we are concerned about our mental health. Trust me, once you keep your mental health in check, then you can be able to achieve so much in life. So today, I want us to go straight into talking about how to prioritize ourselves. I have had people write to me, I have talked to people, and some people have mentioned things like, I feel so bad that I took my time and I probably helped a few people and I don't feel like, they are grateful. I don't feel like I helped them and they are, doing what I desired for them to do. And I want to put a hold there and say, listen, when you decide to do something for somebody else, make sure that that was part of you prioritizing and you actually wanted to do something for somebody, and you do not want these people to be totally eternally indebted to you, because then otherwise you did not want to do this for them. You just wanted somebody else to be able to rub you every day and make you feel great about yourself. But you have to learn to prioritize yourself even as you are giving other people that chance, Most of us are parents, some people are still young, but you have people who you're responsible for. Do you take care of them because you want them to be eternally grateful to you? I don't think that's a good way of doing it. I think you should do that because that is part of how you prioritized who you are. So quickly, let's just look at a few things that probably you should ask yourself even as you are prioritizing yourself. Number one, do you even know who you really are? Do you understand what you are made of, what you are built for? That is what we call purpose. Do you understand where you're heading? Do you understand your environment, your society? If you're working with people, do you understand what you're supposed to be doing? If you're a leader, do you understand what your roles are? Do you understand who you are? It begins from there, because then if you do not understand who you are and what you are made for, what you're built for, and your journey, then you cannot be able to prioritize yourself whatsoever. You have to know who you are. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What's your purpose? The end game. This is what you want to achieve, whether you're 40, 50, 60, or 100. It takes that long sometimes. But you must take a break and find out who you are and what you want to achieve. That will help you know how to prioritize yourself more. And so while prioritizing yourself, you must make a few changes. You must do things that work for you. And trust me, when you prioritize yourself and achieve everything that you have planned to achieve, it will overflow. It will be easy. You will be able to even help or assist, as we are calling it now, without feeling like people need to give back to you or say thank you to you all the time, because you shall be having enough for yourself. I keep telling people that if you love yourself enough, then the love overflows to everybody or every situation around you. And it's easy to know people who love themselves enough. You will see how they interact with other people around them. People who do not even love themselves even a little, they cannot be able to even share that love with everybody else. So number one, you have to learn how to do something called personal growth. What is it you want to do to yourself to keep building yourself? Do you want to study? Go ahead. Find yourself how you can study. You have children probably you have to take to school, yes. But then when you're done with them, do you also want to add a little knowledge to your plate? Go for it. You're prioritizing yourself too, as well as prioritizing, your children or other people that you are taking care of. Number two, do you need to move locations or change environment just so that you can be able to achieve what you want? You're prioritizing yourself. Somebody else might not like it, but at the end of the day, you know what you want to achieve. And if it demands you that you have to move, then move. Okay? Self-care. Very, very important. And in my show, I keep talking about self-care so much because I have a way of teaching people or letting people to know how to go about self-care. So this is usually a very important part for me. And when my clients come in even for counseling, at the end of the day, I tell them, listen, one of the interventions is you have to take care of yourself, if they are not, that is. And I guide them through it because I'm also a very, very good masseuse, trainer in some of those aspects. You also have to decide if you have to drop a few people along the way to be able to prioritize yourself. I hear people talk about, friends who are toxic, they call them, but I do not call them toxic friends. I just say probably you're having different vibrations from whoever those people are. Because they could as well call you toxic too, but probably what you want to do right now does not align with what you think they want for you. So you have to learn how to place those boundaries, even if it's family that you have to put aside a bit, because then you realize that they're not walking your path. Then you have to do that for yourself. Recognize your worth. There are people who would just do anything for anybody without even knowing that, that they are worth something. You must place a worth on yourself. This is what I am worth. You want me to help you do this? This is what you must do for me, or you must give me or pay me, or this is what we must help. This is how we must help each other in return. So know your worth. The biggest that you are supposed to think about is your mental wellness. Anything that wants to step on your mental wellness, please take a very different direction from it. Find out what works for you. Find out what does not work for you, and what does not work for you, just set it aside. Trust me, that road to mental wellness is a road that we should all desire to walk. We must do anything to protect ourselves. So if you want to prioritize yourself, then you really have to make some very tough and hard decisions. Might not be okay for everybody else around you, but once you know your goals and your dreams, then that is the journey that you are going to take. Look at some of these prominent people who made it. I mean, they had to sacrifice a lot to be able to reach where they are. Look at somebody like Oprah. I mean, she was even abused. But against all those odds, she did not lose focus. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Steve Jobs. Look at Serena Williams. Look at, and many other people. Look at even our president the other day. He was actually mentioning that there are people who did not imagine that you'd actually even do one term of presidency. And he put in effort because he knew what he wanted by the end of the day. We have to put in a lot of effort in what we want to. We have to prioritize ourselves. Everything else shall fall in place. Trust me. I am sitting right here prioritizing myself. I have had to make some very tough decisions. Did not go well with most friends and most family. There are people who, were wondering what is she doing? Why does she make drastic moves like that? But I only hold the key to what I want to achieve. So let us learn to prioritize ourselves. And parting shot from me today is, once you prioritize yourself enough and you feel contented, it overflows. Then you do not feel bad. You do not feel owed by people that you extend a hand to. I want to thank you very much for listening today, and until next time, be blessed.